Hey guys, told you I'd start in the Nissan row with part 2 of the video of walking through the salvage yard. So we're going to start today with the Nissans. Walk you down the Nissan row, then we'll come back up the row behind them. Them old school Maximas. That little car right there. Still got a lot of good parts on it. This is one that everybody says is a good motor in these little Nissans. The old school Sentra. There's a couple of these Infinities that's in here in the Nissan row. They're old school Maxima. Old school Stanza. These. Sentra. Another older Maxima. Altima. A little newer Altima than this one. A lot of people really like these Nissans. Another Maxima. And of course I have a whole lot of these Nissans that's not in row yet. We're going to get them rolled up. Some of the Nissan vans. A spot here to put 2 more of them. And the old Altima. And Pathfinder. Little hard body extended cab. 2-wheel drive. Hard body style Pathfinder. Hard body style extended cab 4-wheel drive. Got several of these hard body style trucks. There's one of the first body style Nissan trucks. There's another one of them. I've got one of the trucks like this. It actually says on the tailgate, it says Nissan by Datsun. Or vice versa, Datsun by Nissan. I think it says Nissan by Datsun. And we'll go down here and turn and come back up to Southern Road. Hopefully the sun is not going to be too bright on us. We got some Saturns lined up down this row. And we've got a whole lot of Saturns that's not in row as well. This row will turn into Hondas in a few minutes. And I've probably got enough Saturns to take out of this row, finish this row up with Hondas, and start a whole Saturn row. There's a little Honda van. Honda sitting out a row over here waiting to get in row. Don't get a whole lot of call at all for any of this Saturn stuff anymore. Now we're going to turn into Hondas with the old school Accord. Little Civics there, I can remember when they was really popular. This one's going green. Going green on that Accord. Another one of my daughters used to actually drive that one years ago. Now we're going to turn into Kias. This row will come on out with Kias, and I've probably got enough more Kias to make a whole row of just Kias herself. That was one of the first Kia Sophias right there, I think. And the Optima and the Sportage. There comes my little black junkyard kitty. You're taking it rough. More Kia Sophias and another Optima. Are you taking it rough? Huh, well, you want some petting? You want some petting? Yeah. You want some petting. You just missed supper. I just fed everybody else. Where was you at? Where was you at? Well, you making a lot of these junkyard videos, don't you? Anyway, back to the cars. More Kias. That was a little Rio. Kia Rio. Another old school Sportage. I guess that was the first body style of the Sportage. And Kia Sophia. And we'll come around over here. I'll go up through there and do all these other ones up through here a little later. We'll come back down through here with the Dodge. And of course, PT Cruisers. And Dodge vans. Caravans. Well, the old school Chrysler. I think that was a Concorde. Just don't see many of those anymore neither. It's going to go over to the stack. A lot of these older old school vans like that going to go on over the stack. That was a Charger. That was actually a Hemi car. And a Neon. You just don't see many of those that style anymore either. No Plymouth Breeze. And all kinds of these old Dodge minivans. Dodge and Plymouth. Chrysler. Another one sitting out of row that needs to be put in row. Up here. And a two-wheel drive four-door Dakota. And the four-wheel drive four-door Dakota. That one took a heck of a lick. Bent the frame down like that. And Durangos. I got so many more of these Durangos and Dakotas and stuff to get in line here. That one was actually a pretty straight body little truck right there. And Ram Pity. Four-wheel drive Dakota. So them old Durangos there stripped out. They need to be took over and put in the stack as well. On some of these Dakotas, there's not hardly nothing left on them. Been here for many, many years. That was a four-wheel drive Dakota. And that one was a two-wheel drive. That one was a four-wheel drive. Another two-wheel drive. And some more of the little Ram 50s. And right there's something I ain't seen on the road in no telling how long. Is a little Raider. Dodge Ram Raider. That was a running little vehicle when I got it. It had just been rolled over. I'll go back up and come down this other row. We still got all those. We've not been down nowhere near on none of this side here yet. We'll have to come back to that. Right now we'll go up this row. Some of them old school neons. A lot of this stuff here is just old school. It's been here for many, 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 many years. Gets a pretty cool emblem. And the old K car, two-door. Convertible. Another convertible. Haven't took anything off these cars in years. That one's a little turbo convertible. Some of the last body style neon. We used to sell a whole lot of stuff off the neons. But for the last few years, I haven't really sold anything much at all off a neon. Or these old dynasties like that. I think that was a Colt. Let's just go right here to the back and see. Yes, it was a Colt. Dodge coat. Don't see any of those at all anymore. Not around here anyway. Here comes my kitty up here behind me. He follows me around everywhere. And back into more of the minivans. It's something else. This body style minivans is something else we don't hardly ever take anything off of anymore. About all of these need to go across the road and be stacked up just to make more room. And old style Intrepids and stuff like that as well. It's that one. It's not an Intrepid. What was this one? A lot of these cars, I just got to look at the name on the back of them before I can tell you what they are. This one was a Stratus. And they put Ram on everything. I mean, here's a van. That Raider had Ram on it. The van's got Ram on it. Full-size trucks, Ram 150s, Ram 50s. That's an Intrepid. They don't sell you anything off those anymore either, that body style. They was like, come in fast, went hard, and gone. So many. These little vans. It's just ready to go across the road and get in the stack. Another Intrepid. Another Intrepid. Another Intrepid. Said for years, for several years, those was really popular, but their time has passed. I think that was another Stratus right there. And then the old school 300. Back to the PT. Let's bring us back up into this row. Like I was saying, we'll go through all these others up at this end and all the others down at the other end down there after in another video. We might as well start with the Dodge trucks here and go back down. Extended cabs, regular cabs. I think that one I hit a tree. That was a little short wheelbase. Another extended cab. Just go around here. There's another one sitting out of row. So is that van. It's fixing to go back in a row of vans back there. Stratus. There's a little Dodge Omni or Plymouth Horizon, one of the two. I bet it's been no telling how many years since anything was took off of that little car. The grill's laying here. Let's see what it says. It's a Chrysler. It was the Chrysler. And those cars there, the New Yorkers. They was pretty nice cars in their day, but like a lot of this other stuff that's in here, their day has passed. This whole row right here from that little Omni or whatnot there down here is coming on out and going across the road to be stacked. We're going to put trucks in here in this whole row, right behind this row of trucks that's behind it. This truck's all the way down through there, so we're going to put trucks all the way down through here in another row behind it as soon as I get these right here out of here. Well, that's going to round up part 2 of the junkyard tour. I'll be back real soon with part 3. We may have to actually break this into 5 or 6 parts, because we've on the end of part 2 and we've still not really went anywhere as far as covering the whole yard. You guys have a great day. I'll be back real soon with part 3.